Welcome back to Bear Cave Watch Reviews. I'm your host, Papa Bear, and today we're going to be reviewing another micro brand that I was fortunate enough to have sent in for review. I do want to make it known that I did get this piece sent to me, and I'm free to keep it, but as always, I will be doing an unbiased opinion on the watch. This is one of those watches that you can get on the Watch Gang subscription service. I've seen it online several times, and I thought, I've done one of their watches before, so I reached out to them and I said I'd love to do the Global Dive, and this is the Nautis Global Dive GMT watch. Like I said, I reviewed the Dive Pro 200, so when I asked them to send me another piece in, they did right away, which was great, so thank you for that. So let's go over some of the basics of this watch, and as you can see, it does come on a silicone strap. And this one has the gray face. So 316L stainless steel case. And let me grab my calipers here. I just want to give a big shout out to my buddy Ed, who sent these out for me for the channel to review. So it's about a 44 millimeter case, thickness with the crystal. Let's just take a look here and see. It says 15 millimeters. It does have a 120 click unidirectional bezel with the GMT markers on the outside. The bandwidth is 22 millimeters on this heavy duty silicone strap, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit because the strap itself is wonderful, but it's one of my biggest issues with the watch. So sapphire coated mineral crystal with some AR coating, as you can see. It does have the Swiss Ronda 515 GMT movement with the date on there at the 4 o'clock. Swiss Superluminova on the indices as well as on the outside of this bezel. And that is one of my favorite parts of this watch. And I'll show you some shots of that soon. But it really is great. And let's take a look at the back. It does have a screw down crown, as you can see. Sticker still on it. Your basic, Swiss movement, 316L, 50 ATMs, water resistant. So this is a 500 meter water resistant watch. So it's a pretty heavy duty watch. And as you can see, that strap has plenty of holes there. And then it has this. When I originally asked for the watch, I was hoping that they'd send it on a stainless steel band bracelet and then send this in with it. But they sent it with this, and it's fine. This is a signed buckle. And it looks kind of like a tail, maybe like a fin, a flipper, but it's humongous. And when I say humongous, folks, I'm not even kidding. From the thickest point, it's 34 millimeters just on the buckle. And that's my biggest no-no on this watch. I think the stainless steel bracelet would have been a much better option. And if you do have the option, I'll tell you the prices in a little bit. But anyway, other than that, I love the hands on this watch. As you can tell, sword style hands, indices, you've got the round ones, and then you've also got these arrowheads at the 9, 3, 6, and the double at the 12. Really, really nice. And you can see that texture on the dial with just enough to say Nautis Global Dive. Really good looking watch. Very clean. As far as the finish is concerned, it's very, very good. Don't see anything on here that would complain about. It's got a signed crown, and it is a screw down crown, okay? But again, it's got a helium escape valve. Now, for us desk divers, we're probably never ever going to use it, but it is cool to have. And one of the things that I love about this watch is that it's a GMT, and I did not have a GMT in my collection, so I was really happy to get this. Again, this was sent in by Nautis. It's mine to keep. And I thank them for that. But that doesn't mean I'm just going to say, hey, everything's great on it, okay? Another issue that I have is kind of that it's sapphire coated mineral crystal. It does have the AR, and you can kind of see that blue on there. But I think for the price that they're asking, which isn't terribly expensive, it's $325 on the stainless steel bracelet and $305 on this silicone band. I think for $300, they could have given you a total sapphire crystal. Other companies are doing it for less, so that's one thing where I think they can actually improve on. Again, the band itself is fantastic. I've worn it twice, but this buckle, and when I put it on, you'll see, it's just a really big buckle, okay? Now, It's very nice, very clean design. Of course, you have that Swiss Ronda movement in there, so that's also very nice. Clean, legible face. When I tell you that the Luminova on there rocks, it definitely, you'll see it now. This is what it looks like on my 7.5-inch wrist. Not too bad, but as you can tell, that buckle's just really big. And I do have a solution for that, and I'm going to show you, and I'm going to put the pictures up so you can see it. But other than that, it does wear very, very well. It's a great look, classic look, even with those funky colors. I love the orange hand in there with that green on the loom. So those things are really, really great. Now, it wears a little big. It's a 46 millimeter, 45 millimeter, but not huge. Okay, so it's not terribly big, but it is a little bit bigger, so something to take into consideration. Now, how do we get past the buckle issue? And I'm going to tell you right now that it is an issue because it's very big. I do love the strap. The strap is wonderful, but that buckle, I'll tell you what I did was I got these NATO straps and I used them. So this one in particular, this brown one, which I really liked because I thought it complemented the face very well. This one came from the Dryden Watch Company. This is one of their straps, and I'll put some pictures up in that. And then this one is an Armilla strap, and this is my favorite to wear on it. The only reason I didn't put it to start the video was because I wanted to show off the actual silicone band, but I'm going to show you what it looks like on this band, and it's going to really pop. And here it is on that blue strap. As you can see, I took the supplied strap and the brown one off, and there it is. I just really like the way it looks on it. I think it definitely accents that gray face and the white indices, and also just kind of plays off with that green on the dial for the loom. But this is a really nice combination. Again, I would have loved to have received the watch on a stainless steel strap, and I may reach out to them to see if they'll send me that bracelet, excuse me. But again, for $305 on the supplied silicone strap, this is a really nice watch. And you know, it's a dive watch. It's got 500 meters of water resistance. It's got the Swiss GMT movement in there. It gives you the day complication, helium escape valve, very nice finishing, 120 click unidirectional bezel. So it's a lot of watch that you get. And again, this is one of those watches that you could receive in one of those tiers for that watch subscription service, but they do sell them independently, so I was able to get one sent in, and it's just a really good looking watch. I think that, you know, for the price, you definitely get a lot of watch into it. So I didn't have a GMT watch, now I do, so this is one that I'm definitely going to keep. It packs a lot into it, you know, and I love the textured dial. I think it just, you know, kind of gives a little grainy effect to it, but I really like it. It's pretty clean. I really like how clean that sign crown is with a little anchor on it. So this one is definitely going to get the Bear Cave seal of approval, and it's going to stay with me for a while. And I'll put a link in the description to this watch and to all the other Nautis watches that you can get, as well as the straps from Armilla and from the Dryden Watch Company. And I'll actually also finish off with some pictures in all of the different styles, because I did take some pictures of it and want to show those off. So again, as always, thanks for watching. Remember, if you enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe, leave me some comments, let me know what you like, what you don't like, what you'd like to see to the channel, you know, and thank you so much. We'll see you next time.